Transaction is a fact. So really people want more this and that. And the actual transaction is expressing something about society, is expressing something about the values, how people want their values, what is important for them.
Welcome to Art and Technology. In part 2, we'll discuss how technologies like the blockchain will evolve in relation to art, and we'll come to a better understanding of how transaction works in art. I'm interested in how does transactional art influence the future of these actual technologies.
It is possible that artists may start existing through blockchain. The media artists that used to be marginal in the art world become at the center of the thing just because this is their world. Now we have to figure out how a world based on economic laws may try to take over what could be subversive and what is just comply with the system. The big sales are done with auction houses. I'm sorry. Wow, what a revolution.
Kev, actually, I would love to hear your response to that.
It's interesting for me to see how this notion of transaction or exchange or sharing is also being built into the tools themselves that we use. We can see that in, for example, the evolving format around phones as a kind of center of production and consumption of media, and also the specific modes of interaction that are being rendered possible through these large applications. And so, we see the effects of that all around us. That notion of sharing don't necessarily have to take a kind of bare transactional state like we might see in cryptocurrency. They might take a more nuanced state, like something we might see in TikTok.
Let me actually bring this back to Maurice, in the kind of inverse. Is there something that you want to push beyond? Like, where do you want that technology? Where do you want the technology to go in the future?
For me, it's a complex process where artists take over a certain world, which is the world of finance. And they try to say more about society. If people think that the blockchain is a way of selling art, they are wrong. It's a way of people, not only artists actually, to take over the control system that allows some people to take advantage of collective action.
I just want to thank both of you so much.
Very glad to have this discussion. I hope we'll have other opportunities to go forward, thinking, improving, refining things.
I agree completely. It's been such a pleasure to meet you and to have this conversation.
Hyundai Motor, connecting art and technology.